Hey there, what's going on YouTube? How y'all doing? Hopefully everybody's had, a very good Sunday. I know some people consider Sunday the end of the week, even though technically it's the beginning of the week. And, no matter what, every day should be a good day. And I'm hoping that it was just that for you guys. I hope it was a good day. Um, you know what? I don't know if this is Hoodoo Unleashed or whether it's my own little vlog. This one is going to be probably a combination of both because I want to answer a couple of things that you guys inevitably ask me. I get these questions more times a week than I can actually like just put a fake number on. One of them is, you guys will ask about a spiritual working, a spell, ritual, whatever. And you ask, if I do this, how long will it take before I see results? Y'all always ask that every time. Y'all always ask that. And unfortunately, it always ends up with me busting somebody's bubble. And the reason is this, all right? Because, those of you who have just texted me this, this is what my response always is. And it is, well, how many spiritual workings have you done before? And you guys will come back and say, oh, this is my first, or this is my second, or I'm a total noob, I'm a newbie, I'm a baby in this, something along those lines. And then what do I always tell you guys? Well, it more than likely will take a while. It will. See, somewhere along the line, through like books and media and movies and everything, when it comes to hoodoo, people have come. And I'm sorry if I'm getting distracted because Socks the parrot, she's little parrot kibble, and she throws it out of her cage. And I'm looking at Hoodoo Dog, who has the food crazies for some reason, going and eating bird kibble. But anyway, I digress. Dumbass dog. I love him though. Somewhere along the line, you guys have got it in your head that root work, conjure, hoodoo, whatever you want to call it, is nothing but methodology. Meaning, if I just follow the right steps, I'm ensured the results. And that's not the truth. It's not. Okay. Yes, it is important to know the steps, but there are so many other things that go into a successful working. One is patience. And I mean actual patience, not the BS reason a lot of workers will give you when the shit is taking too long kind of patience, but actual patience, the kind of patience born of knowing that the result is going to happen. Meaning you're not going to micromanage it. You're not going to keep watching it. Shoot, some of y'all stare at your candles, doggone till you damn cross-eyed. Like, is you working yet or is you ain't? That kind of patience. And I've told you time and again, when I do a working, I don't even think about it again unless it's a working that requires me doing something daily or doing something hourly. Once I do it, in my mind, my spirit, and everything is in line, that the conclusion is foregone. I don't even have to think about it again. But a lot of you guys, you're doing your workings, you're always looking at it, always looking at it. That causes anxiety. Anxiety is the exact opposite, is the opposite prayer of what you're trying to achieve. Because you're doing money for prosperity, but your anxiety isn't that money is coming. That's a good anxiety. No, your anxiety is that bills are coming. So you're so like you're split. And if you're split, you're not in line. Remember we talked about that in a previous video, how everything has to be in line to affect change through spell work. Your mind, body, spirit, all has to be in line. All has to be in line. But boom, when you're new, it's hard to get that emotional detachment that is necessary. Which leads me to another thing. A lot of you guys are too emotionally involved because, the first workings you do inevitably and invariably are going to be on or for yourself, right? So it's hard to get that emotional detachment when doing love work because you're so full of like frustration and sadness and loneliness. It's hard to get that emotional detachment when it comes to your finances, when you're doing money work, because like folks are knocking on the door, want to come and get your furniture and all kinds of stuff, right? And a lot of these books and stuff, man, they tell you guys that, well, use that energy. Well, you can use that energy while you're doing the work, like channel it all in there. But it should be like you're letting it go into the work and bringing about peace. But you're staying like frantic all in your brain meets, and it's working against what it is you're trying to accomplish. Another thing that slows down and or hampers the results for your spell work is the lack of commitment that people are putting into it. So you guys think, well, it's all just about the methods and that's it. And thinking that it's all about the methods leads you guys to always chase another spell. You do one, it doesn't work. You do one, it doesn't work. You do one, it doesn't work. Trying shit don't work. Trying shit don't work. Trying shit don't work. So you're like, so in your mind, you're thinking, well, if I just weren't learn like a real spell, the ones that you did were more than likely real spells, but you weren't the one to be doing them because you weren't in line with everything at the time. At the time, that's what like this group of apprentices, I've been like, we're coming up on month number 6, and most of the time we're talking about like the mental alchemy that needs to be in place. It's my goal when I teach anyone that you can pull, I don't care, like Cinderella's book of spells off the shelf of Disneyland, one of those things that they write just to be a prop. Or no, Harry Potter. They actually make books based off the Harry Potter movies of spells just as a prop, right? As a little fun, what they call those things? A souvenir, right? It's my goal that the people I teach can pull one of those shits off the shelf and make it work, because once you get the fundamentals down pat, but no one nowadays wants to commit to the fundamentals. You want to chase the next video, the next spell. What do I always see in the comment sections? Down in the comment section, someone always says, oh, I did this, and then there's gonna be 4 other look, babe, look what I did. I said it's gonna be 4 other look at my hand. Like Brother Man. Look, yeah, Brother Man on the 5th floor. Like, okay, it's gonna be 5 other motherfuckers down below them asking, how long did it take yours to work? How long did it take yours to work? Listen, anything worth doing is worth becoming good at. It's not just the method. All right. So you can stop chasing spells. Commit to becoming good at the spell that you've learned. Right? Listen to the fundamental gems that I'm throwing out at you. Anxiety does nothing for you. It only works against you. Sitting and watching the spell cook, it will never boil. You got to be out there living your life and actually being what it is you're trying to work on. So if you're doing money work, you need to walk, talk, act, and think in money. The same thing with love work. If you want to do this love work, you need to walk, talk, act, and think love. Some of the most bitter and nasty people that I've come in contact with won't love work. And I know what you're thinking. Well, maybe if I got love, I wouldn't have to be this nasty. It doesn't work that way. Be love first. If you want love work to work, be lovable. Stop stalking these people, getting yourself all upset, saying, Prophet, I was on their social media. I'm like, I thought you said you were blocked. That was on my other account. You're purposely putting yourself in a position to give yourself anxiety that will slow all them candles you bought the fuck down. It will shut them down every time. Every time. You have got to commit to like whatever it is that you're trying to do, commit to it. And you guys will go on one page and another page. And you know how I know? Because you know what? I don't even know if I want to tell y'all this. All right. Listen, workers know each other. I don't really associate with nobody, but a lot of workers will like message me because some people will go to somebody else's like page or Facebook group or whatever and will give a response to a question, and they'll be like, Prophet, where's one of your people? And I'm like, who? Like, who one of my people? And then I'm like, oh yeah, I see them in my chat a lot, or I see them in my comments a lot. And I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying I'm not saying go don't check out anybody else. Please, it's a free country, please. But one person might have workings from Louisiana. One person may have workings from here in Georgia. One person may have workings from Mississippi, so on and so forth. And from that mindset of if I just get a real spell and not realizing that you probably had a real one, you just weren't focused enough on it, it'll cause you to mix everything up. And mixing stuff up is good when it comes to gumbo, right? But a lot of people, and you can tell by your results, your results are not making gumbo. Your results, you making hot dog water, mixed with chitlins and collard greens. It's not coming out good. So commit. And the thing about spirituality is supposed to help you grow as a person. So in learning to commit to a certain line and rationale of thought and spell work will also help you commit to say a diet. You learn that mental fortitude, that intestinal fortitude, aka guts, or that testicular fortitude, aka ballsinis. All right. It also help you to commit to, being faithful. That stung some folks. It'll help you commit to, walking in your purpose and not just chasing your pleasure. That's the thing. Spirituality is supposed to help you your entire life, not just put slap band-aids. Just some food for thought I want to throw out at y'all. The next video, it might even be tonight, will be on spell working. But understand, when I'm giving these workings out, I'm answering a question that you guys asked me years ago. Where are the real root workers at? Where's all the real spells? Where do we start if we don't have? That's the one question. Where do we start if we don't have anybody in our community or in our family that will teach us? Well, I'm giving you jumping points. Every working is a jumping point, but get good at that. That's when results happen, when it's unconscious, when you aren't sitting there worried about how did you spell Dom Gianna? I don't know, man. Like I said, that was out there for somebody that need to hear it. Learn to commit, follow the process all the way through. Take the mind, just take all your doubt and shit out of it, and stop chasing new spells. You learn them for your own edification. That's fine, but don't keep chasing them and chasing, folks, because you haven't really put the time in. And a lot of y'all I put the time in, but the time for you was a week. It was a week. There's 52 of them in a year, and y'all have all these years up under your belt. So that 1 week was nothing in the grand scheme of things. All right. Mind, body, spirit, everything in line, then you affect change. Keep the anxiety to a minimum. Stop chasing what's next and focus on what is now. All right. All right, let me go ahead and get set up for this video, but I want y'all to chew on this before we got to the next one.